Good evening everybody and welcome to the vlog for Thursday, September 21st, 2017. I hope you're all having a freaking fantastic day. So this week has been crazy busy for me, but being busy is a great problem to have. As you can see, I got this giant box in the back of my truck. It's actually a server rack for one of our clients at my IT job. We actually got the shipment in yesterday, but we won't be bringing it on site until next week, so sitting in the back of my truck for now. Anyways, I just wanted to very briefly talk a little bit about networking and some of my thoughts on it. So I think networking is a really great thing, and it's a very important thing to do if you're trying to be a successful person. And so I actually attended 2 different networking events this week. As you know, in my last video, I talked about a game developers meetup that I went to in San Francisco, and that was kind of just a bunch of game developers hanging out, and we could kind of bounce ideas off each other, and it was a really positive and supportive environment. I enjoyed that one very much. And so today, on Thursday, I actually went to a local business expo with my IT company, and it was a really great opportunity for us to connect with new people and strengthen relationships with existing clients. So at the event today, we actually set up a little table, and myself and our sales guy basically just hung out at the booth and shaked as many different hands as we could. And we actually did a pretty neat little giveaway. We had a Garmin smartwatch, and so basically for everyone who came by our booth, we had them drop their business cards into a little bucket. And then so at the end of the night, we pulled out one of the business cards, and whoever's business card was pulled won the watch. And it was a nice little excuse for us to get as many business cards as possible. And so at the end of the night, we ended up with a pretty thick stack of business cards, and it was a whole mix of people that we already knew, people that were interested in our services, and people who weren't interested in our services. But even though there were a number of people who weren't really interested in our services, it's still a great idea to get our name out there, just so if in the future, if maybe someone bounces around between different companies or something, and someone ends up needing some IT support, you know, they'll know of us and they'll have us on our mind, so we might be one of their first calls. And you can really tell when you go to these networking events that face-to-face interaction with people does a ton of good for you. I mean, if you're just making cold sales calls to people, most of the time it's going to be a not interested by. But when you have that good face-to-face interaction with people, you can really tell that you're building relationships that could potentially lead to future sales. And it's also great for someone like myself who's kind of more on the introverted side to really put myself out there and just force myself to sell myself, sell the company, show why our services are valuable and why I think that they should be, using our services. And the thing I've noticed about my introvertedness is once I start talking to some people, once I make that first conversation with someone, after that the rest is cake. Like the other day when I was at the game development meetup, I kind of just walked up to some people and I was like, hey, are you guys with the game development meetup here? And they're like, yeah, definitely. And we all introduced ourselves, and then someone just looked at me and was like, hey, so what game are you working on? And I was just kind of like, whoa, okay, all right, we're doing this. And so told them about my game and everything, and then the rest of the night was totally easy. I could go up to anyone else in the room and just make conversation about my game and talk to them about their game. And same thing tonight. Once I made that first conversation with someone about our company, the rest was easy. So I think once you just get over that initial fear of putting yourself out there, it's kind of smooth sailing from there. So I encourage you all, if you are more on the introverted side, definitely put yourself out there. Make sure you market yourself, because if no one knows about what you're doing, how's anyone going to know about what you're doing? How are they going to buy it? Why are they going to buy it? Anyways, that's going to do it for me tonight. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. And let me know your thoughts on networking in the comments section below. I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Peace out.